Hello, my name is Don and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about some upgrades I made to the Bergara B14R. We're also going to talk about a new R7 trigger from Hyperfire triggers. So stay tuned, guys. You're not going to want to miss this one. Alright guys, so I made some changes to the Bergara B14R. We took the TriggerTech Diamond trigger out and we replaced it with Hyperfire's new Remington 700 trigger. This is a fully adjustable trigger. It's available with a straight bow or a curved bow. And I got to tell you guys, it's very sharp, very crisp. I'll try and show you. Right now it is a little lighter than what I prefer. I have my Wheeler trigger gauge here and it goes down to 8 ounces and it's lighter than that because I can't even get the the trigger gauge to read. So when I get done filming this video, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna crank it up a little bit so that it's a little heavier than it is now. Now guys, Hyperfire did send me this trigger and I didn't have to pay for it. But that's not going to have any bearing on, what I'm telling you here today. How I got in contact with Hyperfire is kind of funny. I was missing a part to one of my AR triggers, and it wasn't something that broke on their trigger. It's just something that I ended up losing. So I called them up to get a replacement part. Well, I got to talking with the sales manager there, and it came up that I had a YouTube channel. He watched a couple of my videos, and he ended up texting me back, and he says, "Hey," he says, "we just came out with this new Remington 700 trigger and I'd like to know what you think about it. Would you like me to send you one?" Yeah, absolutely. I want you to send me a trigger. I love Hyperfire triggers. I've been using their triggers for years on my AR-15s. Every one of their triggers that I've ever tried, even their less expensive mil-spec style triggers, will set off a 22 long rifle conversion kit from CMMG. Not all triggers will do that. As a matter of fact, some mil-spec triggers won't even do that. Their company only has 4 employees, including the CEO of the company. They make the products, they ship the products, they handle all the customer support, the emails, the phone calls. 4 guys. I mean, they're in some pretty big stores and they have a very good product with only 4 employees. And I just find that phenomenal that they're able to do that level of business with just 4 guys. So I was just super blown away and super impressed by that. So guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to get some footage through the new Arken EP5 7-35. That's what we're going to use to film the shooting part of this video. We're using the TriggerCam 2.0, and this is just a Bergara factory barreled action. We do have this in an Aero Solus chassis. We have the MDT Pro Elite grip and a WeBad cheek rest, and that's pretty much it. Of course, the Hyperfire trigger, but yeah, this is a very accurate factory barreled action. I've always been very impressed with the groups that you can get out of this rifle, and it shoots just about everything that I've ever put down it. It shoots it very well. So we're going to be shooting some SK long range, and what I want to do is I want to shoot some groups with the Jessie's Girl can. I want to shoot 3 groups with the Kid compensator, and then I just want to shoot 3 more groups with no compensator at all, so just the thread protector on it. So that's what we're going to do today, and while we're doing it, I want to talk about this trigger at the same time. So let's get her loaded up. I think we've got this thing zeroed. So we're going to start off with the Kid compensator. We'll shoot 3 groups. Actually, I'm going to shoot 4. We're going to shoot 1 as a warm-up group, and then the other 3 will kind of count as score for this muzzle device. So just really kind of curious to see if, number one, if it still shoots good groups with this can. And I want to see if there's any zero shift. So, if we put the can on it, if my zero moves. Not real familiar with suppressors. This is my first 22 suppressor. I do have a Huxworks 762 Ti, and so those are my only 2 cans, so I'm really new to this yet, and I haven't noticed any POI shift with the Huxworks, but I have noticed a little bit with this Resilient Arms Jessie's Grill suppressor, and that was on the AR22 video I did a couple of videos ago. So I'm kind of curious if that'll happen with the bolt action too. So, all right, let's shoot one warm-up group, and then we'll shoot 3 for score. All right, not too bad. Guys, this thing is, I definitely need to turn up this trigger. I was a little surprised on that first shot, but the next 2 were right on there. So, I mean, I was there, I just wasn't quite ready. So I definitely need to turn the weight up on this trigger a little bit. All right, so group number 2. This is not the most consistent lot of SK long range I've ever had. You can hear the differences. Sometimes we're breaking the sound barrier, sometimes we're not. So I'm not surprised at the results that we're getting on the target down there. Yeah. That sucks. Nope, got 5 more in there. Wow, look at that. There's no excuse for that with this this kind of ammunition. That's horrific. That's the ammunition, guys. That's not the trigger, that's not the rifle, that's the ammunition. I'm gonna swap it out. So yeah, I don't know what's gone on with the quality of SK's ammunition lately, but that has been pretty common on the SK, the higher end SK that I've been buying. So like the long range match, I've been getting very inconsistent ammunition from them, and I'm not real happy. I bought some Lapua long range, and same thing, I'm getting SDs in the 10s with basically what, $18, $19 a box ammunition with SDs in the 10s. That ain't right, man. All right, let's try some of this rifle match. I've got a couple different lots of this stuff, so we'll try this. It seemed to be more consistent than that was, so we'll try it out. It's lot number 1249-3. Well. Look at that. I had 4 right on top of each other, and then that crazy ass flyer. Let's try the other lot. All right, well, it seems to be a little bit more consistent than the long range was, so we'll load up another magazine of this stuff, and we'll swap out the muzzle device. All right, we got the thread protector installed. Let's see if it does any better or any worse. I ended up losing half of the footage with the thread protector and the other half of the footage with the suppressor. We'll go over the group results with the rifle match once I'm done shooting here. Not good. So we're shooting with the suppressor now. You can see we're shooting the last 2 groups with the suppressor, and you can see we lost the footage to 3 of the groups from the thread protector. We'll go over it all here in a minute. So I don't know what the deal was with this SK ammunition. We ended up shooting a lot of nice tight little groups, but the flyers just absolutely killed it. Even the long range match had flyers. So let's try something else and see if we can do better. All right, I cannot end the video shooting groups like that. I gotta have something a little better. Let's try this Lapua long range. I haven't shot this through this rifle at all. Usually if my SK doesn't shoot, the Lapua will. I don't know what it is, made by the same company. And like I said, the SDs on this ammunition is not very good, but I'm kind of curious to see if this rifle will shoot it better than the SK. What's with these flyers, man? Now guys, this just goes to show you just how important ammunition is when you're shooting precision .22 long rifle. You can have the best shooting rifle in the world, and if you're using ammunition that rifle doesn't like, you're not going to get the results like what you're going to see here. Lapua ammunition is just, and it shoots like this in all my rifles. Now that's what this rifle is capable of. We ended up with a 263 average with the Lapua long range. Well, other than the point of impact changing a little bit with the suppressor, the group size all look about the same, so I don't think there was any advantage or disadvantage to swapping out any of the muzzle devices. Love the trigger. The trigger is fantastic. I really like the Arken EP5 to 35. This is a pretty dang nice scope. It's really nice for filming through when you don't want to put out a target camera. So that's pretty nice too. Hopefully I can find some better ammunition for this rifle, because apparently it doesn't like any of the SK that I bought recently. All right, guys. I'm gonna see if I can give you a weight on this. Now I did turn it up from earlier in the video. I said I was going to turn it up. I bet you it was probably somewhere around 3 ounces, which is a little too light for me. I believe I've got it around half a pound right now, so about 8 ounces. Let's see what we get here. 7.7 ounces. Eight ounces. 8.5 ounces. 7.2. Now let me see if I can describe this trigger to you. Now there's not a lot to describe. There's very little movement in this trigger. There really is no pre-travel. It does have just a hint of creep in it though. I have the over travel as short as I could get it. And of course the weight is about half a pound. So let me see if I can describe this to you. All right, so I'm gonna apply a little pressure right now. Yeah, it's just got a hint of creep to it. And I mean, it's very almost imperceivable, but it is there. Yeah, I love the trigger. It's very crisp, very similar to the TriggerTech Diamond as far as crispness. See, you can see it moving right there just a little bit. And then it breaks. So maybe a hint of creep. And, you know, like I said, you can adjust the weight and the over travel. And I have the over travel as short as I could get it. There's that little tiny bit of creep, and then it breaks. Very good trigger. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much all I got for you today. So if you like what you saw, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing here, go down there and hit that subscribe button. I can't build this channel without you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Attention YouTube reviewer, I was very careful to follow all of YouTube's firearm policies. Nowhere did I promote the sale of any firearm or part. My opinion is not a promotion. This was a review of facts. I did not modify this rifle either. It comes with an adjustable trigger from the factory.